Hey everybody, this is my first tutorial for my glitters page. I look rather scary right now, I know. I have absolutely no makeup on. But I'm going to go start to finish to show you guys how I do my makeup, just to do an everyday look today. I already have primer on my face, but I don't have any on my eyelids yet. So I'm going to just start with primer on the eyelids. You always want to go with a good primer so that your makeup holds. I have a problem where I have oily eyelids, so my eyeshadow likes to crease no matter how expensive it is. It likes to crease later on during the day. Okay, what I like to start with, let's see here. I'm actually not going to do, well, yeah, let's say I won't do. Sorry, I'm debating. I'm going to do a light powder. What I use here is, I think it's the beige 0.5 and the Mary Kay powder foundation. Now the best way to do it, I do it fast, so I don't necessarily do it right, and this lighting is awful. Hold on. Not as bright. Okay, you want to start at your forehead and start in C's and work your way down all the way. I even go over my eyelid. Okay. Other way now. Hit the nose. Okay. You don't need a whole lot. The stuff covers really well. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do, I always do my eyes last. That's the most fun part. Okay, now what I'm going to use, I use the Hard Candy kind of trio here. What's that called? It's called Third Wheel. It's for contouring. I always start with the darkest one here, the bronzer. I don't have the right bronzing brush at the moment, so this is just what I use. But I squeeze the bristles a little bit so it's a little bit longer. And smile. Well, actually, no, don't smile. Sorry. Suck your cheeks in a little bit. And I'll just gently push it over your temple. Now, what we're doing here is creating definition. I don't have high cheekbones. I have just cheeks, okay? So this lighting is really horrible for it. But you want to start, I start about here and work it up and then work it into my temple. And then you're going to put it about here, here, and I do it on the sides of my nose to make my nose look a little bit smaller too. And you don't need a lot because when you use inside lighting, the more makeup that you put on, the heavier it's going to look outside. And you don't want to look horribly done up. I'm going for just kind of a day look here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this pink, and that's my blush. I just dab a little bit, smile, and roll it on. Okay. Okay. Now I use this, it's actually a foundation brush. I don't have the correct brushes at the moment for myself. But this is just a foundation brush, and this is what I use for my highlighter. And I think highlighter is super important because, like for me, since I don't have high cheekbones, you know, I just have cheeks, and I contour here, you can kind of see that. I like putting a little bit of this highlighter on my upper lip, down the bridge of my nose, and I even bring it up here, because you have your bronzer here. I like putting the highlighter here, so it makes your face look like it has more dimension to it. Not everybody, you know, prefers to use this much makeup, but it goes on super light. I put it over the, just over the apples of my cheekbones too, or my cheeks, sorry. Just to give it a little bit of a dramatic effect. Because this is the type of thing where you don't see it unless certain light hits it, like when you turn your head and the sunlight will hit you just right, that's when you're going to see it. So where you saw me put that was right here, moved it up here, down the nose, on the, right here, and through here on the tops of the cheeks, okay? I'm trying to keep this, we got 5 minutes now. I'm trying to keep it about a 10-minute look here, so something super quick that you can do. This is just a basic, everyday type of thing. Let's see what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do just kind of an out-the-door look. Now this is an angled brush. Can you see that? I'm going to start with my highlighter. I like using something really light like here, and then I'll mix it with something a little bit darker here, but you want to kind of blow on your bristles a little bit so that you don't get too much pigment, because if you do, it's going to be getting in your eyes and stuff, and that isn't so good. Okay, so you want to put it on the inside of your eye, right here, and then up underneath your brow bone, okay? Now what that does is it gives you, it's not really shimmery, but it just kind of contours everything. It highlights and just helps look like you have more dimension. Okay, I'm going to use a copper. This is my color I'm using right here. And I'm going to mix it with this darker one here. Okay, now what you're going to do, it's kind of hard for me to do this on camera, but I start right in the middle and I work it up to where the crease of my eye is. And push it back, just dab. Because if you go like this, you're going to push it out way out here, and you don't want your dark makeup to go past your eyelid. It'll give the wrong illusion. Now, pull it up here in your crease a little bit. And again, you don't want it too high because you don't want it blending with that highlighter. But if it does, you can either wipe it off or you can just add more highlighter on top of it. It's not a dire situation. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to use a couple lighter colors. And what I do is I come right on the inside. Okay. It just gives you a little bit of a lighter color. Helps break up that darkness. Okay. And I tend to do that. I pull my head up way high because I want to see, because I want to see where my makeup is. I know it's. Okay. This is kind of blended in. It's not super layered. You know, I can't think of the right word at the moment. But it's more of a blended in, kind of just a day look. I'll do eyeliner now before I put on my mascara. Now, this is just a black eyeliner. I need it to sharpen though. Okay. I always like using a very sharp one, sharpened, because I don't like a really thick line on my eyeliner. I like it thinner and more defined. So it's my habit. I start with my left eye, pull just very gently, just a little bit, and go up underneath your lash line. Okay. Now, I pull a little tighter when I put it on the top because I want a very straight, sharp line. Problem is with this is when I always put on my eyeliner is that I have really long eyelashes, so my pencil constantly gets stuck in my eyelashes. Okay, so you can already see the difference. My eyes look bigger, they look more defined. I don't have mascara on this eye yet. I'll go ahead and do that just so you can see the difference. I use the Maybelline Mega Plush. I have a problem with other mascaras that my eyelashes tend to break off, and this is the only formula that doesn't make my eyelashes break off. I don't know if they just get super dry or what, but they have broken off and gotten super short before, and I don't like that at all. I'm actually going to curl my eyelashes real quick. I have long eyelashes, but they stick straight out instead of curling upward. My sisters got lucky enough that they both have super, super curly, pretty, long eyelashes. Okay. And if you want like crazy definition, crazy curled eyelashes, you can warm your mascara, or not your mascara wand, your curling wand a little bit with a hair dryer just to get it a little bit warmer, and then curl them, and oh my gosh, you'll have curl for days. Okay, I always start on the top, pull a little bit, look up. I like blinking into my wand so it doesn't feel like I'm jerking it through my eyelashes, and that's what I have my customers do too when I do their makeup, because a lot of people flinch really bad when you have something up next to their eye, so I put it up there and just have them blink into it. And I'll put tons of mascara on because I like layering it, because I want people to see my eyelashes. I think that is my greatest attribute on my face. I have long eyelashes, and it sucks that they're blonde, but the mascara brings them out. I'm a little past 10 minutes now, but it's because I'm talking. Okay, see the difference there? Now this eye is like, whoa, I'm naked. Okay, let's do the other eye now. See, this just goes to show that you don't have to have a ton of makeup on to look finished and to look ready for the day. You don't have to be completely and totally made up. There's some ladies that I have done up that they say, oh, I haven't worn makeup in years because I don't like taking the time putting it on. You can spend as much time as you want on your makeup. There's some days where I'll spend an hour or greater on my makeup. Most of the time that's when my fiance and I are going to go out somewhere and I really want to look nice for him. But I don't do that all the time. Like today. It's not necessary. Oops, I forgot to curl. Oh well. I don't curl my lashes after I put the mascara on because it gets, my eyelashes get stuck to the curler, and I'm afraid I'm going to yank my eyelashes out, so it'll be fine. I always make sure I get the edge, like the corner of my eyelashes here. I like getting every single one. And you don't have to pull, you don't have to yank up your eye like I do. I do that because I have a really bad habit of getting the mascara on my eyelid. And I don't like having to try and dab it off. Okay, see, that's 2 coats of this. Alright, so my eyes look pretty well done. What I'm going to do now, just to make sure that the mascara stays and my eyelashes stay curled, is I use Hard Candy's Lash Ink. This stuff is really crazy. I used it for a little while. It's a 4-day lash stain. I used it for a little while just by itself, and it was okay. It tended, after a day or two, my lashes would get really clumped up, and they would, be very defined and stuff. And I don't like that look at all. So I would have to take it off, and it's really difficult to get off because it's an ink stain. So what I do is I put on my favorite mascara, and then I'll use this, and I'll put a coat or two on top, because it is a jet black ink. So it makes my eyelashes look even darker, but it'll hold that mascara and that curl in better too. And the wand is really, really small, so you have to be careful with it. If you're not careful, you'll get it all over your eye. Like, I come clear over to the edge and blink. And then just work it. I tend to do this on the inside of my eye and pull it up. And it is really uncomfortable if you get it in your eye too. If you do, you're going to be, see, I got a little bit right there. You're going to be crying black tears. Okay, do this eye. See, I got one little dot right there. So what are we going on? 15 minutes? Okay. Good enough. Alright, guys. So, this is the finished look. It's kind of a coppery, you know, but I got my highlight here. You got a little bit of blush, a little bit of bronzer, that type of thing. So, sorry for the super close-up. Anyhow, but that's day one. Hope you enjoy it. Please comment, like, all that good stuff. Share it if you want to. Just let me know what y'all think. And if you want to see certain specific things, I can do them for you. And I'll try and do them in a good amount of time to show you that it can be done easily and quickly. Alright, y'all have a good day and God bless.